think I wanted to be a lawyer because I saw it as an opportunity to make a difference on one case, one person at a time basis, and where I'd really be able to have a meaningful impact in people's lives for the good, and do it in a way also where I would have independence and be able to pursue a career that wouldn't be dictated by other people, where I would be able to bring resources to bear and work hard on behalf of the people I wanted to work for, as opposed to following somebody else's agenda. I think there are a couple of pieces to it. I think that it's obviously very satisfying when you take somebody who's been knocked down hard by a potentially tragic event in their life, and you're able to help them put the pieces back together and get them the resources they need to move forward in a whole new, better direction. So that's focusing on the person we represent and the pieces we're able to put together for them in all aspects of their life, and primarily, obviously, financial resources so that they can go forward. That's very satisfying. But I have to say, equally satisfying is going head-to-head successfully with the big insurance companies and the big corporations and the enormous resources they put into avoiding their responsibility to pay for the harm they've caused. They don't go willingly. We have to come prepared for a big fight, and we do. We come prepared to fight with everything we've got, put all our resources into it, put all our creativity, put all our effort. And when that works, and it does, and we're able to succeed for the people we represent, I feel like we've made a difference both in those people's lives, and we've shown the corporations and the insurance companies that there are people who will stand up for ordinary people, and to some extent that they can't just step on people with the way they do business and with the safety risks they take in the workplace.
I went to college at UGA, a state university in Georgia, in Athens, Georgia. And after 4 years of college, I had thought I was going to go get a PhD and be a college professor. I studied classics, and I really enjoyed that. But towards my senior year, I decided to go a different path. I had some friends that were in law school. I sat in on some classes, and it seemed like it would be challenging and interesting and allow me to learn a lot of great things. And I ended up going to law school at Harvard, where I met some incredible people and had some great classes, but I had no idea what kind of lawyer I was going to be. There was kind of a set path. Everyone basically ended up either going to go work for the government or more likely working for a big corporate law firm in New York or DC. And that was the path I was on. I was going to go work at a big law firm in Washington, D.C. I worked there after my second year of law school, but I ended up clerking for a judge, a district court judge, a trial judge, after law school. And while I was clerking, I got the chance to meet some lawyers who were plaintiffs' lawyers, who represented ordinary people. And from talking to them, I got a sense that there was something else out there, that there were lawyers who went around actually representing people, as opposed to multinational corporations and insurance companies. That seemed like a good idea to me, and so I took a job representing plaintiffs and worked there for a while. The firm split up, and I ended up taking a job at a litigation boutique that did complex litigation, mostly on the defense side. So I got some experience representing defendants and representing them on a very high level. Ultimately, when my family decided to move to California, I decided to make a move back onto the plaintiff side, and that's when I started working with Brooks. And having had about a decade of experience, I can say that while I didn't know it before I came to law school, I know it every day, that why I do what I do is because it allows me the chance to fight for people. A big corporation or big insurance company has one focus and one purpose, and that's to extract as much profit as possible. Your injury, your claim, your fraud, your defective product, your defective medical device, your defective pharmaceutical that caused you an injury is nothing more than a line item on that budget for that corporation and for the lawyers that defend it. But for us, that's what we do. Our job is to represent those clients. And what I love about my job is being able to do that, and to be able to do that without settling for being average, but being the best. Because the resources on the other side are functionally limitless. They can find an infinite number of lawyers to represent them and fight for them and do the best job possible. But why I like our job, why I like what I do, is that what we do makes a very real difference in the lives of the people we represent.
I became an attorney because I like to work with people and work with basically solving problems and helping people avoid those problems. And in the legal field, that's one of the main things that we deal with is finding and being able to investigate, finding out what is at the root of these problems, so we can help people and our clients solve them and get back to moving on with their lives. Working with people who are injured is a very rewarding practice, in that we deal with 100% of our clients are people that have been injured, whether it's physically related to their employment or in some other fashion, and this is a tough time for them, and being able to be a part of helping them work through that tough time and be able to figure out what's going on and what they can do, and being able to help them to get what is right, what is due to them, and help them move forward in their lives is very rewarding and an enjoyable enjoyable practice to be a part of.
I became an attorney because I enjoy helping people, and that was my primary interest in becoming an attorney. As I was in law school, I really started to appreciate the problem solving that lawyers do on a day-to-day basis, and just how every day is different, and you really learn something new every day. My favorite aspect about my job here at Cutter Law is being able to make a real-world difference in a client's life. Clients typically come to us after the most traumatic experiences in their life. They've been in a very bad car accident, or they've had a really bad accident, and they don't know what to do or what to do next. And I really enjoy being able to come into that person's life and take the burden of dealing with this legal problem away from them, and really handling everything as far as the legal concern moving forward. And then, at the end of the case, it's just amazing to be able to see someone put their life back together after a traumatic event or experience.